Oh shit. What's up?
What's up? What's up, good bro? What's going on with you?
Not much, good sis. Living in the good old immortal universe right now at the moment.
Period. Period.
Girl, we ain't
Period.
been here in a minute. What's up? Like, what's tea?
All these great supernatural shows just coming in. I'm so excited. I'm
Yeah, I
excited.
am too. I think we are starting off strong. We ended off good and we are starting off strong. And I'm like super excited because we are back in the immortal universe with AMC. And we love witches, we love all supernatural type of things here at the Modiversity channel. So I think we are truly in for a treat with Mayfair Witches. We already been blessed with Interview with a Vampire, and I think that was a great introduction to some classic characters that we all know and have grown to love, and to see them all in a new light in a new universe with AMC. I think they did a great job with immersing us back into the Anne Rice universe and what they're trying to do with the Immortal universe. I think it's already great. So yeah, but now we're back in it with What's the Tea, and we are starting this year off with Mayfair Witches. And after watching that first trailer, I have been intrigued. I haven't did a real deep dive because I don't want too many spoilers. I already knew one spoiler. But girl, after that trailer, and now we have a first episode. How was you feeling when we got the first trailer?
Oh, I was into it because I love Interview with the Vampire, and
Mm-hmm.
and I love pretty much anything witch, supernatural, werewolf, vampire, what you name it,
Same.
and I'm there. And the fact that it takes place in my home state, like pretty much everything that she writes does.
Right.
So, so
That's
anything in
listed in
Louisiana,
itself.
yeah. So it's like anything in Louisiana, I'm here for it, and just it's it's just the whole how wide this universe is because Interview with the Vampire takes place in like the early 1900s, and here we get like
Mm-hmm.
a modern day telling
Mm-hmm.
you just what happens between that and here. I'm just I'm ready. Just the history behind it
Yeah,
all. Like I'm here
me
for it.
too. Like I think, like I said, I really think we're in a one for a treat because we already know that the vampires exist and everything like that. As you said, we've seen them in the past, and now that we're in this modern state of these witches and what their storyline is and what their back history is, it's already intriguing, especially how it opens up with the episode. So yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm
And it's
like, what?
I just think like they kind of had me fooled. Like they kind of had me fooled in like the first 5 minutes because when Deidre is she's in her chair in in her sitting on her chair and on the porch, and the person's supposed to be coming to get her shot. You know
Mm-hmm.
the he's doing
Right.
that. And he's like, I want to know your story, right? I want to know like how you got here. And the next shot is the shot of Rowan, in the
Mm-hmm.
hospital. So yeah, I haven't read. No, I didn't read the books. I didn't know what to expect.
Me
So,
either.
so I was like, okay, so is this her? Like that's her in the future? Like what happened to her?
Mm-hmm.
And then just like I a little bit later we find out who that really is. But I'm just like, now y'all got me already. Y'all got me already because now I'm wanting to know like this relationship. So
Right. I
they
do
haven't.
too. And I think that's what the beauty of the beauty of this whole first episode and what we're in for, like what we're gonna get, because I felt like the way that they told the story of these two different parallels, you have the parallel of Rowan at her present time, and then you have Deidre who's at her future and in her past time, and then in the way that it all turns out and all comes together. I think they for them to introduce Mayfair Witches to us and give us the baseline of things, I think that was a great way to introduce it. I did see a lot of people discussing that, oh, well, they didn't say this from the book and they fused this character with this and that. And I'm just like, when you turn things from a book to a TV series or you turn things from a book to a movie, you have two different ways to do it. You have to fit in the criteria what you can do for whatever time frame you have for your TV series. So I feel like they did give us a lot to work with, especially with a pilot episode. We know most pilot episodes don't even air. And then when a pilot episode do air, you only get 3 episodes and the season is canceled. So I feel like they did enough for what we needed. We know who Rowan is, we know who Deidre is, and we know who Lasher is. I feel like those are the 3 most important characters that we needed to be introduced to actually go deeper into what we're going to. I don't even know how many episodes we get. And I hope it's 10, just so they can flesh out whatever they need to flesh out, because I feel like there is a rich story, because even with them telling Deidre's past, and you don't, at first I'm like, okay, so I'm thinking, so what is happening? Like, is this another witch? Honestly and truly, I thought, before I caught on to what was happening, I thought the Deidre was just like her sister or something like that, or like Rowan is here where she was, and then Deidre is dealing with what she was dealing with. And I was like, is this what's gonna make them have to link, be able to take down Lasher, or is Rowan gonna have to take down Deidre because she's, intertwined with Lasher? It was so many things, because mind you, like, we both have never read this book. I know things that happens in the book just from me researching after watching the trailer when the first trailer came out, and I know the whole crossover things, and I know different things happen with these characters and everything, but I don't know details, and I didn't want to know details because I like going into things fresh eyes, have a new consumption of something. But I really thought the episode did really great to introduce us into the world of Mayfair Witches. I thought it was good. I mean, I'm be honest, I did think it was a little slow, but when I rewatched it, I understood, because it's a lot taking place, and you have to realize that, as I said, there are 3 main characters that they're introducing: your villain, your protagonist, and your antagonist, and your sub character. So there, and then then you got this cult ass family. No shade, it's just so much happening. I feel like if they would have overwhelmed us with a lot of things that I was seeing that people wanted, I think it would have turned a lot of people off. That's a 2-hour premiere. Now, if it would have been a 2-hour premiere, then yes, give us all of those things. But I feel like a lot of things that people are asking for can be fleshed out throughout the whole entire season, especially if we get a 10-episode run. Majority of that stuff that I saw people was asking for, that could be flashbacks. No shade. Like, we got
really could.
Like, it could literally be flashbacks on the things that I saw people asking for. So I'm like, and then, like I said, think about it. When you have to do a TV show, you can take the source material and you can flip the source material. So I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, like I said, it ain't premiere episode. Like, that's a 10 out of 10. I take it at the end when I get this, but it ain't like a bad score or anything. I still think it did what it needed to do to introduce people like us who have never really read the books and or know bits and pieces of what happens. And I think it really introduced us to 3 new characters and other characters that we will talk about. I think it did a really great job of putting us back in this immortal universe. And that's my rant for tonight. I ain't ranting no more. I was just like, y'all, the show just started. Like, come on. Like,
you're already trashing it? Like,
already trashing it. God damn. And I know you book readers. It's just like us comic readers. Look, I still got beef with Marvel because y'all want Tony Stark to be Ultron's father. I get it. Like, I still got beef. So I get it. But I just feel like you have to. I feel like, and like I said, expectations were high. I think we all had our expectations high. I mean, the trailer did look good, but I think we all was thinking that it was gonna have this I don't know, this je ne sais quoi that the vampire has, which Mayfair does have its own je ne sais quoi. I just think you have to look at it in a different light of this is a whole nother type of natural. These are witches. We're not gonna get no blood so quickly. You know, we gonna get, it's gonna get like real supernatural, real spell type. Like,
and it's a different type of, you said blood. It's a different type of blood. Like,
yes,
like if you really know your supernatural creatures, you know, witches are very calculating. They're very succinct. They know, like, they know what they're doing. And if you see Rowan, like, once you meet Rowan, you know, oh, she's a brain surgeon. She's a children's neurosurgeon. You know, she knows what she's doing, but she's working with the asshole of a boss. And, you know, all these emotions are just, you know, her trying not to, you know, pretty much make him look like a dumbass, even though he was, because he didn't listen to her. Because, like, she said, you know, watch out for this vein right here, and he didn't listen, and the boy's brain started bleeding. And, you know, her and her assistant, or, you know, her surgical assistant was like, you should have told him. It's like, yeah, but I want to, you know, I want to save my job. And then, you know, when she goes in his office, you know, and she starts, you know, pretty much getting on him, she visualizes his blood vessels, the in his brain, like the exact one, like not even just anyone, like the exact one. Because when she talked to her mom about it, she named it. She's like, yeah, I saw it in my mind. Because, you know, studying the brain, like she knew exactly what to do and how to do it. So she shows that she's a force to be reckoned with, that she doesn't even know it yet. Like she's like, that's the type of magic that she has. And it's like, oh, if she can do that and not without knowing how to do it, just imagine what she's like when she actually knows her powers.
When she actually can know how to use her powers, and, you know, like, and that's what makes me so intrigued by her, because she doesn't know how powerful she is. But what makes it even interesting is when she does start using that power, and, you know, stuff start going crazy. So, you know,
like when she did the same thing to the boss, like when she did to the guy who owns the company.
He deserved it.
Yeah, he did deserve that. He did deserve that.
Yeah, because I was like, you're not gonna wash your hands. You just gonna tink and not wash your hands. Oh yeah, you nasty. You a nasty, nasty doctor.
So it was like, she was just staring at him, just like, really, bro. She was looking, I'm like, no. And like.
And Alexandra, she does so much. She does so well already with emotions with the character. Her eyes are already, you know, captivating and hypnotizing, but her mannerisms, her emotions that she's putting into Rowan, especially when she was talking to the guy that was trying to give her the job, and he's like, well, you need to cross off one of these names. She's like, I can't do that. Like, I can't take away somebody else's life from my mom. Like, I get it, but I can't do that. That's just not how things work. Like, I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. And then the fact that he was trying to basically like read her, but she came back and was reading his ass back for filth, and then like, you know, ended his ass. Well deserved. But I just love seeing her step into who she's supposed to be, and dealing with what she was dealing with. She dealt with a lot that whole episode, you know, asking, you know, celebrating her adoption at the beginning of the episode, and then telling her the lady who's adopted her, like, what she's going through. And I knew she knew what she was going through. I knew she knew. So it was like pissing me off that, like, I get it, you don't want to tell her, you want to keep her away, but I felt like you could have like warned her, you could have like prepared her or something like that. But I get it, that's to build that character development for her, that loss, because when you lose something, you gain something more. So I felt like that was just one thing that she had to go through, or to feel, to, you know, go more and deeper into her witch life. So, but I felt bad because it's like, she has cancer and she's, you know, she doesn't want to deal with it. She just want to, you know, deal with what she's dealing with. She don't want her daughter to have to deal with that, because we know she knows what the family is going through and all that. So it just was like, that was sad. That whole story part right there was sad.
It was, because like, And the fact that she had us fooled too. Like the adopted mama had us fooled too. We're thinking, oh, she's just some woman that. If you don't read the books, like if you didn't read the books, like I wouldn't know who she really was. Cause she was a carry mom, because she wanted to make sure that Rowan was taken care of, that she
Right.
was, and you could tell that relation was there because Rowan cared about her mom. Like she went down to the chemo ward with her mom when her mom was getting chemotherapy, and like when Rowan did it again, when she did the pop the blood vessel in the brain again, where did she go? She went to her mom and she cuddled up with her mom saying, it happened again. And
Mm-hmm.
the fact that, the mom had the caseworker, Rowan's adoption caseworker number like the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And, she was like, look, it's pretty much almost over for me. I need you to look after her for me when I'm gone.
Right.
And the fact that we find out that the mom was actually her aunt the whole time.
Like stressing me out. Like I was like, you gotta
So
be
you
like,
knew her family, like you knew where she belonged, like you knew pretty much all the information
but that was like
that she
I
needed
thought
to
that was
know.
a great plot twist though, because it was like, even though I felt like she had like you know all this information, like you gotta be some type, and then the fact that she like was like auntie, I was like, like okay, but it pisses me off because it's like, dang, did you have powers? Like, what was it? Like, why weren't you using your powers? What happened to you in the past for you not to be
Right.
to lead, especially with you being a person of color? Did you have to go through something when you was dealing with this family? Because this family is some type of cult, got to be a cult, like has to
Has
be,
to
like
be,
has,
has to
like
be.
literally has to be a cult because I did not understand that party. Like, and then when I realized what the party was, I was like, that's fucked up. Like that was like, and that's some true witch type. That's some true
Mhm.
witch cult type shit. Like for real. Like they
Mhm.
glamour this girl to think like, oh god, Deidre, like I'm so pissed. Like I want Deidre just whoosh everybody like because like the whole family start all over again. Just start all over.
And I want to see once Rowan goes to New Orleans and she meets that side of her family. I want to see the coven. Like I want to see the different members of the coven and
Mhm.
see like the dynamic of them all.
Mhm.
Like,
It's
is
a
there gonna
huge
be a
family
problem?
from what I've seen. It's
Like,
the
it's
family.
always a huge
It's
family.
a big family. I'm ready to see, you know, especially with the whole Lasher and Deidre situation. That was, Deidre dealing with, feeling like basically because she's been sheltered and protected in this house and they not letting her go out, letting her see the world. And then she's been, last year's like basically telling you, I'm gonna free you, we're gonna get away, this, that, and the third. So the fact that that happens and things like that, and then the fact that she kept talking about her mom, and it was like, what happened to her mom and stuff like that, like, but I feel like it's a cycle, especially if
Mm.
last year is like the whole, villain of this whole family. If like it's this like cycle of him dealing and dealing and dealing. But it was very interesting and intriguing. Like I said about the party, and we see Harry Hammond, you know, at this
Yeah.
party with Snake and everything like that. I just think that was funny because that's Lisa's Reynolds' husband, and she on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yep.
I was dying laughing that he's in this show, and I'm just like, oh, okay, like it's hilarious. And then the fact that it's Snake, ah, just full circle moment for me and my housewife mom. But like, it's just funny to see him dealing and him scheming, and because he definitely pulled a scheme, and I didn't like
Mhm.
it. I thought, she out the house, she at this party and everything like that, and then shit just got weird, and I felt bad because it was like, what? was the reason, because it makes me feel like y'all knew she was a witch
Mm-hmm.
and you wanted her power and you wanted her to damn birth this baby. Like, it pissed me off. Like, and it's like, how many people was it? Like, that's what threw me off too. Like, how many people?
A lot.
Like,
A lot.
and so that was sad. So I was just like, she's dealing with a lot. Her family already a cult, and she's the main person in the cult. Like, because they using her body. But what I did like was after that we got to see her and Lasher talk, and he revealed himself.
Mm-hmm.
That was real supernatural. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
was fucking with that. I was like, okay, you a shape. I was like, I respect it. I like it, because it was like, because in my head I'm thinking he's like a demon, but then he was like, I'm a demon. I'm this. I'm that. I can be this. I was like, oh, and then he had his 3 feet. I was like, oh, you that type of supernatural. You that evil. Okay, that's crazy. I like that. That was dope.
But I'm here for it because, like, now that we know who the main villain is, I'm like, okay, how is it all going to come together? Like, are they going to come together to defeat him? Like, is she going to wake Deidre out of this coma that she's in, this type of coma that she's in, to wake her up? What's going to happen now? Like, it left me with a lot of questions, but in a good way. Like, I'm not just like, why would they do that? Like, why would they do this? Why would they do that? It's like, okay, now I'm want to know what's going to happen. And I'm excited because, like, it brings, well, it definitely shows the supernatural. That's one thing that I always found interesting about the Anne Rice Immortal Universe. Like, it always grounded, even though there's a lot of it always grounded it. Like, nothing was just so just out there that, like, it's something that couldn't be believed. Like, this is something that that is believable, and it's, even though witchcraft isn't spells and powers and all that, but like, if this was to happen in the world, this is probably how it would happen.
Right.
And it's just, I'm digging it.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued. Like you said, we found out that who adopted Ronan was the aunt, and then finding out that Deidre is sitting on this front porch in the present time, still in this whole deep state, dream state, or whatever. But I do respect the doctor that's trying to help her, because he read through all those files and found out more information. He's like, okay, something ain't right here. So, and then the fact that the lady that's been taking care of her has probably been holding her back from whatever it is and whatever. So I'm really excited to see how the storyline is going to play, how the caretaker is going to come into play, because I think he is a witch too. I think he has some type of power. So I'm super excited to see what he has and how he's going to come into play. I mean, shoot, I'm excited to see what's going to happen with Lasher. And then, like I said, it's too many moving parts for the show not to be interesting, for the show not to be as likable as what I was seeing on the comments and everything like that. That's why I said I think we all, shit, even me, I have my expectations a little high, but once I then started researching about it and started looking into it, I was like, okay, we're gonna peel it back a little bit, because this is not gonna be something that we've never seen. Mayfair, none of the Mayfair Witches, we've never seen them, so we are be immersed into a whole nother type of story. I mean, granted, with Interview to a Vampire, we know them, like, we know those characters, like, we've been waiting on that. So I think with this, I just feel like it's gonna be a slow burn, and it's okay. I mean, because there's a lot of moving parts. You have a whole past life to talk about. You have a whole present and future life to talk about. So I think we should just enjoy the ride.
That's what I think. I feel like everyone's just trying to be too critical. Everyone thinks they're a critic, and it's like, just enjoy it, because they think about it. 5 years ago, no one would have ever thought to have Mayfair Witches or Interview with the Vampire in TV form. Like
Right,
people like the people who were writing it probably thought about it, but the
right,
average viewer wasn't thinking about it. But now we have it. Just be thankful we have
mhm,
it. Because like you
right,
said, there are shows that don't even get off the ground, that don't even get
mhm.
after they film a pilot, don't get picked up. But this one did, and and Anne Rice is just she was amazing, and the fact that we get stories that she wrote, be thankful for it.
Right. Cause don't mess this up for me before I get my Akasha. I will
Cause
say
he's gonna
that.
come for y'all. If it's
Right.
something
Cause
happens, and
if y'all
cancels
mess
this
up
after
my
season
stuff
one,
before
he's
I get
coming
my
for
queen of
y'all.
the damn, it's a wrap. Like it's all y'all all gotta go, like for real. Like, cause I know she coming. So and then I'm like I said, I'm excited because they get the cross, like Lestat and Rowan get the cross pass at one point, like and it just I'm ready to see the crossovers, but I'm excited to see what how is Rowan going to handle becoming, knowing what she is and dealing with Lasher and everything. I mean, even at the end of the episode, and she's on the boat on her way to New Orleans or whatever, and she is feeling that Lasher is out there, and then she hears these voices and stuff like that, and then seeing Lasher outside on the boat and everything. So you already know he's drawn to her because of the whole situation, because he's now free, because that doctor done took off the dang on necklace so he can feel her because he knows that's Deidre's child. So
Mhm. It might
it's
be
just
his.
child.
It's probably his.
It probably, I don't know. Like, it's gonna tell me up. It's gonna tell like I'm sure because I think the family drama is what's gonna tell me up, because if it come down to it, and Harry Hamlin been feeding lashes to this family the whole time, they done made this deal with this family, and that's why this is keep happening.
You know what? That makes so much sense. Because why else would Deidre want her child
That's what,
to
like,
go?
that's the thing. It's like y'all literally took this girl's dang on moment of motherhood away from her, and she already knew what it was. And then y'all all playing like she crazy, especially when she was talking to the priest. Y'all all playing like she crazy and stuff. She ain't crazy. She know what happened to her. She know what the family is doing. Like I said, yo, cult, you supernatural cult, and Rowan. That's it. That's all. We love Rowan and Deidre. That's it.
Yes, the
And then
aunties
the
can go.
caretaker.
Aunties can go.
Like we like the
Aunties
caretaker,
can go.
Rowan, and Deidre. Everybody else can go burn, meet the sun
Because they
ASAP.
know what they did was wrong.
Yeah, it was
They
definitely
know what
wrong.
they did was wrong.
It was definitely wrong.
I'm ready for the team up. Like if Deidre and Rowan can, like, once Deidre gets out of her gets out of her state, if her and Roman team up to take down Lasher, ooh.
Honestly, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I feel like it's gonna be so. I feel like midway season is gonna be a lot of heartbreak,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, even in the what's to come, the season, like what's to come in the season trailer,
Mm-hmm.
we do see Deidre finally probably possibly coming to and being back normal. But I don't think she's gonna make it through the end of the season, because that's gonna be
No,
another
probably not. Because the
that'll be
actress who
another
played
loss
her just
for
said guest
Roman to
star.
deal with, huh?
Yeah, because the actress who played Deidre, it just said guest star. I'm like, oh no,
Oh,
no,
really?
yes, yeah. I was like,
Oh yeah, she ain't making
no.
it. Oh yeah, she ain't making it, because I mean that would be another loss for Rowan, because Rowan then will find out who her real mom is and everything like that, and then have to deal with, if she does get the key and how she's gonna act with the key and everything like that. How the aunt that's been taking care, well, whoever that is to Deidre, how she's gonna be acting when Rowan returns and stuff like that. I am ready for the caretaker and Rowan, because I know the caretaker is really gonna take care of her, because I think he's been trained or been ready for this moment to happen. So I think he's gonna actually help her and lead her in the right direction. I think that's gonna be her only friend, her only person that's gonna be able to keep
I
her.
also think she's gonna be cool with the person. Like I said, I didn't read the book, so I don't know. With the person, the guy that her case file, the her case manager when she was
Oh
adopted.
yeah, the caretaker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like him, yeah. I called him a caretaker. You talking about caseworker? He is the caseworker. I was talking about caretaker. Yes, him, him.
Okay, okay. So I was like,
I'm like,
I was thinking,
if he like our
somebody
tweet
doing.
again, he need to go ahead and come on here because he done like 2 tweets. Go ahead and follow us back. So
Invite
you
him
come
on the show,
on
Mike.
here.
Invite him on the show. Invite him on the show.
Right. Go ahead. Come on, sir. We'll talk to you too. No, but I'm excited. I
Yeah,
think
I feel like him and Rowan have a real good relationship. I feel like they're
yeah,
gonna
I
have
do
a really
too.
good relationship.
I think he's gonna get her on the right path and keep her, keep her level and ground. I think he's gonna teach her how to control it, or probably teach her about what it is that she is, so that she can handle it more. Because I mean, even in the trailer, you saw that you could tell that she's gonna have this type of development where she can own who she is and own the power that's in her, so that she can actually do what she got to do. But I'm excited. Like I said, I'm still open minded to it. I ain't gonna read no. I'm not gonna do no deep dive into at the end of
Yeah.
the season. But I did enjoy it. I miss seeing witches on TV. So I'm happy. I do miss my Louis.
Oh,
Um, I miss my
Louis.
Louis. I do. I hope to see them later this year for season 2. But I'm happy because I'm a big witch fan. So and like I said, Alexandra, she's doing great. I think she did a great job in opening. So I think everybody did good. I want to say shout out to the showrunner, because even watching the after show and listen to her talk about how she wanted to tell the first episode, how she wanted the whole birthing scene, and how she wanted to make it at the beginning. Rowan is this loner who's just by herself and always been by herself, and then at the end of the episode to end it like that, like she's still in that same spot, but this time she's lost the adopted mom and everything, and now she's headed into a whole nother situation by herself. So I think she's gonna deal with a lot of those things where she has to, deal with it by herself. But when she gets there, she'll have the caseworker and those people to, help guide her and things like that. But yeah, I'm excited. I do give it an 8.5 out of 10, only because, like I said, I think a lot of people expected a lot. And then, like I saw comments, so I do take into consideration what people said, but it does not shy away from what was presented to me as a person and as a viewer. I do give it an 8.5. I think it was a great start. I'm intrigued and I want more. So, and that's just, that's just it is. It is what it is.
Right. Like I want more. Like this is the type of storytelling as far as the supernatural. This is definitely the type of storytelling that we need.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here for it. And yeah, I give it an 8.5. Like keep doing the thing. Like it can only like I feel like if they see the quote unquote issues that people are having and they're able to adjust, it could get even better than what it is now. Like, and that's saying something. Like it's already great. Like it's already a great show. And I'm just here. For first seasons always are they're not they're not necessarily rough, but you can learn from them. And it's just like I feel like they're definitely like just from the first episode, they already are off to a great start. So it can only get better from there. And so
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be I feel like this is gonna be a nice slow burn of things that we have to witness as it goes each week. And even with the preview for the next episode, it looks good. So I just think, like I said, I think a lot of us had our expectations high. I think a lot of book readers was like, I need this, that, right now. And it's like, girl, you had a 45-minute episode. Like, you can't get all right now. You can't get on it. Watch the after show and watch what the lady said on why she said what she said and why she made the episode like that. I feel like I said, there'll be more to come, and we just gotta sit back. Like I said, and then that's another thing. Even with Interview with a Vampire, yes, the first episode was great, but shit, a lot of stuff that happened genuinely that had us shook didn't happen until like episode 3 and 4 and 5.
Right. Because Claudia didn't come in until episode 4.
4 or 5. She didn't come in until 4 or 5, I think. So, like, relax, sit back, enjoy, read the book again if you need to, and have a good time. Like,
that's all. That's it. Like just enjoy it. That's all.
That's all. You gotta critique it. You gotta critique. Just read the book.
Like everyone's a critic these days. Everyone's a critic these days.
Everybody a critic. I don't want to be no critic. It's just too much on that. Like, I'd rather consume and enjoy, talk about it, discuss it, get a little chit chat here and there, but critic, I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
Yeah.
Critic, bad taste in my mouth. Like, I ain't got it. Nope. I ain't got it. Nope. Don't have it in me. Nah, but we are excited. We also got more shows that are coming out. I think we can end this off talking about some shows that are coming and what we got picking up. The Last of Us starts on Sunday, and I'm like super excited because I've played the game. I know you know about it, so I know you ready. I know Q's played the game. I think so. This is gonna be another little trio smorgasbord that we get to talk about The Last of Us as it's coming out. It starts on Sunday. Not y'all critiqued it now, though. We ain't critiquing.
What?
We ain't critiquing. We just talking. We just
talking. Okay, Q. Okay.
We just okay. Like, you want to critique a show with us? I got the perfect show, which is almost done with its current season, and we're gonna have a nice little roundabout talk. Because honestly, that was a lot of stuff to talk about with that. But no, The Last of Us starts Sunday. We're gonna be talking about Mayfair Witches 2. We got a few movies that we're gonna be talking about. I don't know. The Menu, it was good.
Oh my God.
We're gonna be talking about The Menu in the next week and a half. So go ahead and watch it so you can come back and talk with us about it. I watched Prisoners this week, and it's an old movie, but it was really interesting. And I've been wanting to revisit old movies. That was cool. We got a few trailers to talk about coming too, because Scream, Evil Dead was like threw me off for a loop because it's like Evil Dead Rises, and I'm about to do a marathon to talk about that, but that'll be later this month. But no, The Last of Us, Mayfair Witches, The Menu. We do still need to talk about The Woman King now that it is now available for everybody, and we're gonna talk about that.
We need to talk about Wednesday. We need to talk about
Wednesday.
You like it? Yeah, I liked it. You didn't like it?
I ain't finished that. I'm just playing. I'm just being messy.
Not you being messy.
I just been messy. No, the 2 episodes that I did watch, I didn't. Huh?
You get 10 housewives points for that.
Oh yeah, I was just being messy. No, I did watch Wednesday. I like it. I do want to talk about the controversy with that because I'm like, y'all, like it's Wednesday. What do you expect? Like, like it's not Chilling Adventures of a Sabrina. Y'all didn't like this. That's why we don't have that no more. So like, let's not do this with Wednesday because I would like 3 seasons of Wednesdays incorporated into Addams Family series. So please, don't ruin this for me.
Right.
But no, we got a lot to talk about.
And we
you talking about next month?
Next month. I have been, I know we talked about it when we were reviewing the first season of House of the Dragon.
Yes.
So this January 1st, I started rewatching Game of Thrones. And we next month, me, Mike, and Q, as are gonna have a on what's the T? We're gonna have the Game of Thrones recap.
Rundown, right? Full recap each season. I think we're gonna do it season by season, just so that we can actually just talk about everything that is, highs and lows, characters of each season, plot twists and shit. Because I gotta talk about season by season because like I can't like the fact that y'all got me going through this again, and this will be my third rewatch. The fact that I have to go through a certain situations again, like y'all messy. But I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. This will be my.
Dude,
This will be
you
my.
saying, "Oh, y'all announced stuff without me."
Huh?
Look at what you just said. Look at what you just said.
Oh, so y'all announcing stuff without me. Cool. What, girl? Just be ready to talk about it in February. That's all.
Right.
Like,
You still haven't watched it yet.
Right.
You still haven't
Let the
watched
people
it
know
yet.
that they should be rewatching with us so that we can all be on one accord next month, and y'all can come and tell us what you felt about each season, and I think it'll be cool. But yeah, I'm excited. I know. I think that's it. I think that's all I had in my head at the moment. I think that's all. But I can't wait till we talk about the menu. Oh my god!
Ooh, Tyler's bullshit.
Stress
That was
out of
probably
me.
my favorite scene. That's probably my favorite scene of the whole movie.
And I watched that movie like at 7:00 in the morning because I was off that day and I was up early. Took the dog out, came back. I was like, "Oh, let me go ahead and watch the menu." I put that thing on. I was like, "That's why I text y'all to the group like, what y'all got me watching? What is this?
What is this?" Put it on one night because I'm like, you know what? All right, let me watch it. So I put it on.
Oh, fella, let me go and see what this is talking about. Let me see what they're talking about.
And so I was watching it. I was like, the tension just grows minute by minute, and you're like,
it's not scene by scene, it's minute by minute. Like literally, the tension grows minute by minute. Like that is crazy. Like, oh god, I was
like I definitely recommend it. Like if y'all have time to watch it, it's streaming on HBO Max right now. If y'all have to watch it,
please, because it's literally a good movie. It's just like, God, whoever thought of that? Genius. You did what you needed to do. 10s across the board, 50 housewife points. Like, that person is a messy person who lives for drama. Because it was some drama at each of those damn tables. But that's all. Oh God, Jesus. Oh, I can't wait to. Oh, Game of Thrones is stressing me out. I am ready to watch the rest of us and talk about it with y'all because I've been wanting another little horror series, and I think that's just gonna give me just enough what I need right now. I think, especially with my zombie itch right now, I've been wanting some zombies, so I think this is gonna give me just enough what I need to get me to whatever carries me over to the next HBO series. Oh my god! And if y'all watch The White Lotus, oh my god, please watch The White Lotus.
I need to watch it. And can I say, Jennifer Coolidge's acceptance speech for her role on The White Lotus at the Golden Globes days ago was iconic.
Yes, it was
iconic.
Shout out to all the people who won last night. Abbott Element, Angela Bassett.
So many people who deserve to won. Like, I'm like, this is somewhat of what we're talking about. Like, this is like,
it was good. I'm so happy. I'm really happy just for Abbott Elementary because, like, the fact that
that's what we got to talk about too.
Yeah, we definitely do. Like, I'm glad she came from where she started as a creator to where she is now. Like, it's an amazing journey to watch, and how she's putting these people on, and these people are getting these acknowledgments like this, and I think it's amazing. I'm like so happy, and Angela Bassett well deserved. Even though, and spoiler alert, I'm still pissed. Like, I'm still pissed about that. Like, when I wrote y'all when I left the movie, it was like I was not playing with y'all. Like, I enjoyed the movie, but I was mad about that because, like, I get it, but you took basically like 2 people away from her in one movie. Like that doesn't make sense to me. Like you usually take one person, not her mom too. Like what? You take her brother and her mom? Oh, y'all are messy, Marvel. But it's okay because you know what? You know the the overthinker in me, the theorizer in me, like, oh, this lady gonna wake up on. She gonna wake up on that mutant island. She gonna wake
It
up and
becomes
storm, and I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be so happy. She gonna wake up and storm, and then da 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 da. Got our X-Men.
We know they ain't gonna let that happen just yet.
I know. That's just wishful thinking. Shout out
You
to
know the
the
best
Ant-Man
property.
trailer though.
Oh yeah. But you
Big
know they're
Daddy
not gonna
Kane up in the
let
building.
Big Daddy
Like, oh,
Kane. Big Daddy
Big
Kane.
Daddy Kane
Yeah,
up in the building.
you
But
know they're
nah,
not gonna let the best Marvel property. Then they're not gonna let it be part of the best Marvel property right now. So you know that. You know that. I know.
after the war, monologues is already set. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Cause you had her speaking like she was her. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But ain't my business. I don't sign the checks.
Right.
I pay to watch the movie to sit my ass in the movie theater. That's it. That's all I do. I come on here and talk. That's it. That's all I do. Oh man, but no,
Yes.
Mayfair Witches, catch us recapping when we can once a week. Catch us next week. We might do both. Well, can't do both. But yeah, catch us. We are about to be out of here. Any last words from you?
No, we just got some great stuff coming this year. So just
Yeah,
keep
definitely.
looking at
I'm
the channel
excited.
and spread word of mouth about us. Like if you know people who would be interested in our channel, they'll get them to watch and subscribe. And
Yes.
that's it for me.
That's
I'll
all.
see you.
All right.
You.
Oh shoot, what did I do? Oh, I'm like, what did I do? I'm on the desktop.